What is good, YouTube? It's Mandalina. We're here today back with a brand new video. Today we are here with an all new death battle live. We've got Miles versus Deku coming out today. Less than a minute left before it starts. I'm a little bit behind on the live, you guys will see, but I have to get ready when I get the setup going. But yeah, today we got Miles versus Deku. Been waiting on this one a long time. Didn't really check out too much of the previews. I mean, I'm a fan of both of them. Like, love My Hero. You guys saw Shigaraki versus Mahito. Big Marvel fan as well, so just gonna be seeing how this one goes. My money's on Deku for this matchup. Honestly, it's like a stomp. Like, let's be real here. People have been gassing Miles. I love my boy Miles. I love my boy Miles. People have been gassing him up to and from. He's not winning this one. It's just too big of a gap. But I'm ready to see what the verdict is. How much is how this match will go. Really, it's a stomp. It's a stomp. There's no doubt about it. It's a stomp. I'm here though because we got Moro on the animation. Moro cooked the Shigaraki versus Mahito. Eggman versus Bowser. And I watched Indie Cross. Yeah, Moro is the GOAT. I'm here for Moro too. His animation is just immaculate. So we're all in today for this battle. I'm very excited to see what they got.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider.
Yeah, I'm ready for this. Honestly, I'm more curious about how they're going to scale Miles and Deku. Kind of got an idea that with Shigaraki versus Mahito that wasn't too far back, so very interesting to see how they're going to do this. People keep saying Herald scale
for the little guy. But in a
multiverse
of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its
Spider-Verse Miles?
But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now
are we like doing a composite Miles or
the canon event to start all canon events? Now it was Miles' turn to be the
hero okay, so we're Herald of the Nazi, Champions, Ultimate Visitors, like DBZ.
This spider carried the Oz
this
formula,
likes Canada
a genetics enhancing serum that
we all don't
Miles
like Paul.
Superhuman
Paul
strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that
I didn't know he did it via electromagnetic attraction. I thought he just had the same kind of stuff as like Peter.
Threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without
I didn't know he had that now.
Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging,
so
grabbing,
we're
restraining.
So we got to be compositing him because they're going over like Spider-Verse movie Miles.
Having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? His family did it so awkward. All that trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet,
that is insane.
They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's.
Miles
has a variety of unique powers, like
you got the electricity, invisibility, of course the Venom strike, Venom weapons, Venom transformation.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like
swords.
Damn sword. What kind of spider was this?
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linophiidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Really?
Well, whatever kind of
bite it was, I never knew that. That's crazy.
The edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Spiders that
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building
Spider-Man stuff
on top of him.
Oh, geez,
standard Spider-Man stuff.
Buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem.
So we're going composite. They're putting Insomniac, Spider-Verse, and
ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better
this is crazy.
his
This is crazy.
output.
The vibranium is
We're giving him a lie.
fit his acrobatic
Let's get it,
fighting
though.
style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff
Yeah,
is tough
blades and
enough
stuff,
that
yeah.
Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain
Okay,
America's
rivals.
shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New
Oh my
York City.
God.
That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push
got
his
the Venom
electrical
transformation,
output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a
Some
whole
interesting
lot
stuff.
zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities,
Does he
Miles
actually
has
do anything
more
like
than
Naruto
managed to
moves?
live up to his predecessor.
That'd be
no
crazy
longer
if he
standing
did.
in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline.
Oh, I thought that was about to say he survived it.
And now it's him and
Like,
Peter
technically,
as
I
a
guess,
pair
yeah,
of
but not like
spider
directly.
bros.
He's
I thought
even
they were about
become
to
one of
say,
the
like,
big
what?
players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people,
So we're
robot spider
actually
people,
just compositing
dinosaur
all of
spider
his
people,
little versions.
spider
That's
spider
crazy.
people, a whole lot
Dodge
of them,
missile
each with
sabers,
their
like
own way
Inheritor,
of getting the
Web of
job
Life,
done. Miles
won
even
an
got him
Oscar.
into battle
Won an
against the
Oscar.
Inheritors, a bunch of
Not with his music.
interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing.
That's
For
my
so
goat.
long as we stay true to ourselves,
Both of them
and
are
others
goats,
in our
Miles
own
and
unique
Deku,
ways,
or
then
Spider-Man
anyone
and Deku
can
in
be
general.
a hero.
Yeah.
But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan,
Okay,
there
my
was no
boy,
one more
let's get it.
synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace.
This is the
All
real,
Might.
The
real
big numero uno, with a
peak of
smile on
heroism
his
in anime.
face. He
right?
could save anyone and win any
The
fight,
absolute
no
goat,
matter
number
what.
one.
Or so it
My
seemed.
boy Zuko.
After a battle with his arch nemesis,
All Might too, All Might too. They're up there. They're
was
like
grievously
some of the
injured.
best shows of
His
heroism
time as a
come out of
beacon of
any
hope
anime.
was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most
Yeah.
human beings evolved to have their own individual
Quirks.
superpowers. Or
Okay, so Miles,
but not
hold up.
everyone is lucky
I
enough
want
to
to talk
get
about Deku.
one.
We're going
like
to Deku
this
right
kid
now.
named
We'll talk about the results as they
Midoriya,
go.
Or as local bully Bakugo like to call him.
I can't wait for
the
the spider
good for
animation, man.
nothing
That's what I'm most
Deku.
hyped about.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might.
Teacher,
but
part-time
even his
hero,
idol
one for all,
told him that he
Deku,
would
7
have to
quirks,
give up on his
Katsudan,
dreams.
romantic interest. Oh, you know.
Forever the beta male in the
One of
shadow
them.
of Bakugo and his Sigma
Ochako?
quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so
Yep.
after months of
One for
training,
all.
Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it
Yep.
for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and
Let's
soccer
get it.
club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks. One
Yes,
for All
sir.
is the ultimate in strength enhancing
Air
quirks.
Force.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he
busted his
destroyed,
arm
though.
and legs
Damn,
doing
that
that,
looks
yeah.
like it hurts.
One for All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an
Ooh,
improper
that's my
vessel,
goat,
One
though.
for All could cause their body to explode. So Izuku would need to continuously train to master it
Yes,
at his
sir.
Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
No way they put
Here
the
he
Fantastic
was
Four
inspired
in
by
there. That's
girly
crazy.
pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero
Hero
name,
name, yep.
becoming the Deku who always does
Yes,
his
sir.
best.
Something
This
that
is
he
early
may
art.
have taken too far.
When it came to saving people,
Yeah, his endurance
Do
is
Your Best
crazy.
here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure,
Yeah.
everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
Okay, we're
To cut
talking
down
still
on his
season
hospital
2,
bill,
yeah.
he developed
Season 2
full
and 3.
cowling. Instead of using his quirk in
Yep.
short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And
Yep.
with that new thinking came a new fighting style.
Shoot style.
Style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing
Nerd
on
Emoji
kicks
is
to pack
crazy.
in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All for One, All
Yes,
Might
sir.
would be forced into retirement.
We're
Just
still at
a
the
few
beginning. We're not
months
even at
into
like
Deku's
any
training.
feats yet. Like
Now
crazy
it was
yet.
his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone.
Let's hear it.
Just
Yep.
as
7
All
other
Might had
quirks, 7
passed One
quirks.
for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto
Yes,
her
sir.
by her master. One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All
Goated.
manifested in Deku, along with their spirits or vestiges,
Yep.
to help
Souls,
him in his
if you
battle
will.
against All for One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain
Yeah, Black Whip
foes.
is versatile
They
as
can
hell,
also
too.
brace
He can
his
make
arms
weapons.
and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows
Yep.
him to soar high into the sky.
Yep.
By combining it with controlled blasts of
There you go.
pressurized
Complete
air,
full
he can
flight.
effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects
Yeah.
incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smoke
Definitely
screen
tells him
lets
where it's coming from, but,
create a
you know.
smoke screen. But he can use it at full blast to create a bigger
Clouds.
smoke screen.
That's
Yeah.
well and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic
clouds,
energy within
basically.
his
That's it.
body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined
Yep.
it with Black Whip to create the powerful
The Black Whip chain.
binding
Yep.
attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
No
He
recoil.
once
Yep.
used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm.
Nagant
Wait,
rifle. Yeah.
I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around
Yeah,
215
Nagant.
kilometers
Hey,
within
what
a
it
fraction
do?
of a
Talk
second.
to me, Lady
That's
Nagant.
6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was
Yeah.
moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go
Yep.
even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target,
Yep.
he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of
Laws
inertia.
of inertia.
He can
Yep.
slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All for One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him, and this is a dude
he's
who
on-
can catch
catch
light-speed
lasers,
laser
yep.
beams.
It does have a time limit though.
And
After
dodge
5
radio
minutes of
waves as well.
continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not
Yeah.
nearly as bad as One for All was suffocating him, though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you
Yep.
could breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his
That's
friends,
crazy.
the country, the entire world weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war alone.
But
Yes,
alone
sir.
was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration
okay, hold
for
on. We're
his
building
peers
back up,
gave
we're
him
building back
strength,
up.
just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came
Yes,
time
sir.
to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy,
The
and
world.
everyone else
Yeah.
supported and cheered
Yep.
him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All for One's reign all along.
Not All
Yes,
Might,
sir.
not Deku, not even One for All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All for
Oh,
One
you are
once
a
and for
lonely
all,
man.
blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he
Yep.
did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One for All before him.
Some
Until he
might
got his
say
armor and
he
he ain't
peaked
got
in
back.
high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
Yep, how we get. Yes, sir. Nah, that was a go. That was a good synopsis for most of them.
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know what you're asking. Benjamin.
Okay, so we got the synopsis. They didn't really cover like the values for the feeds, like the, you know how they do, like, oh, this is this gigatons, kilotons, you know, all the values. I'm sure they'll go over that in the like afterward of it, but just base to base feeds, like obviously Deku clears. Like, let's be real, 100% clears. It looks like the speed though they're kind of giving equal. They gave them both kind of like speed, like Miles, you know, scales from Peter, dodging lasers. Deku scales from Shigaraki, dodging real lasers or catching lasers and stuff. Shigaraki also scales Star's drop, dodging his radio waves. Okay, looks like we're starting though. So, yeah, my money's on Deku with this one pretty easily. They're gonna be, yeah, I'll watch. I feel like I don't think it's gonna be close in stats at all, but we'll see what they do. Maybe they pull out some Miles Herald scaling out of their butt. It's insane. But let's get this going. Let's get this going. I'm hyped for it. My boy, my goat is gonna win.
Huh?
It's okay. Yeah, we got Vibranium Suit Miles. Okay, Moro, look at you.
You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show
That's
me
crazy.
what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth.
Okay.
Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware!
Mad. Okay. Air Force. Yeah, also Deku has an insane range defense. They didn't really talk about that, but they'll probably do it in the afterwards.
Let's try that one more time.
Ooh, the design, the music. Hold up.
Guess who?
Nah, they're cooking. They're cooking. They're cooking.
I can't
Dude,
use my
Moro's
power here.
animation is
Gotta take
fire.
this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that.
This is crazy. Now the Moro animation is going crazy.
Oh, mierda.
Yep, crush. Ooh. Yeah, nah, he just blitzed, buddy. Really old New York City.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out!
Nah, this is crazy. Yeah, nah, Deku's starting on him. Nah, Deku's starting on him. I wonder if they're gonna illustrate like how. Oh no, they went crazy. Moro, you went crazy for this. Nah, the animation is D1, bro. Moro went insane for this. Gear shift.
I'm gonna do my best.
Okay, he's transforming.
I gotta do my own thing.
Ah, nah, they going crazy for this. They going crazy for this. Yeah, nah, you're not keeping up with gear shift, buddy. I mean, he is though. They're going crazy with the animation. This is an insane
Your
fight.
work is amazing!
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay. I thought they were gonna do like the
Shut
ultimate
the
amazing
searching,
spectacular.
Not nullification. So it's got a limit.
Oh, he's gonna do the All Might. The All Might versus Noble thing. Nah, they're going crazy for this. Yeah, now Miles, you're cooked. Miles, you're getting cooked. Miles, you're getting cooked. You probably bro. Please tell me they're gonna make me do that barrage. Oh, let's go! Yeah, nah, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. No way. No way they gave it to him. Okay, we're still in here.
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
Oh no, Miles died in that blast. Whoa.
Vaya con Dios.
Hey, I'll take it, my goat
Let's
win.
start by talking about their superpowers.
Okay,
which
let's
matched
get
up
it. Let's
quite
get it.
evenly.
Let's go, my boy Deku
Unsurprisingly,
won.
given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did
Let's
have some
go.
edges over the other.
Oh
The
my
spider
god.
sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and
Yeah, that was
threats than
crazy. That was
danger
crazy.
sense,
That was a good
which
fight.
has
That was a
been worked
great
around
fight. The
before.
animation
This
popped
meant
off
Miles'
insanely with
invisibility
that.
was harder for danger sense to detect when he
That was
wasn't
hype,
attacked,
man. That was
while
hype.
the spider sense's
I thought
radar
Deku
system
was
allowed
cooked
him to
at first.
find
I ain't
Deku
gonna
in
lie, I was a
smoke
little bit
screen.
scared.
But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot
Yeah.
more mobile than Webs, and Fajin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did.
Yep,
Since
five
both had
times.
some advantages and disadvantages,
Yeah,
we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next
Yeah,
up,
Shigaraki
speed.
and Nine.
Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku, though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching
Oh, so
Shigaraki.
they're saying-
Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So
Yeah.
speed goes to Deku.
As for skill,
Ooh,
Deku was
okay.
incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's
Speed
abilities
goes
and
to
coming up with
Deku.
strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting
I
style
mean, I
gave
figured that,
Deku
like, let's be
few
real.
immediate openings.
Deku may have received more
I thought that
formal
would make him equal
training at
speed, to be
UA,
honest,
but
though.
he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close,
Yeah.
but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means
Okay.
the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that
Yeah,
was
which Deku
no
was just-
contest.
yeah,
Miles
not even
absorbing
close.
the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming
Yeah, city
power is
level.
what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with this punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT,
Oh, they only
smashing the
got
bomb
it to
Miles
Mars
absorbed out of the
Island?
water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after
I
all.
guess.
So the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon
Yeah.
protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons.
Oh,
Impressive,
wow, like
but
crazy.
Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku
Yeah,
did
that-
that with One
that
for All's
punches.
embers.
Embers,
not
yeah,
the
that-
full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it
Yeah.
unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive
Yeah.
all of what Deku
And
could
Miles
dish
still
out.
can't
In
dish
this
out that much level
superpower
of power
battle,
anyway.
it was
He's not
Izuku's
without charging up.
overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
Yep.
Next time on
Okay,
Death Battle.
let's go. My goat got it. Who's next? Who's next? Godzilla versus Hulk is crazy. Whoa, so radiation
Subscribe
versus
and join as a
radiation.
member to
Now,
see
that's
more
hype.
Death
That's
Battle.
hype.
Thanks for watching.
Hey, let's be real, bro. We already knew my boy Deku was winning this. Ain't no way he was going down without no fight. Yeah, that was a solid battle. That was a solid battle. Moral's animation is just D1. That is insane what this man does when he touches these freaking battles. Like he is just beyond like goated with his animation here for this stuff. That was a good fight. That was a real good fight. Those are like my top 3 in Death Battle. This one, Shigaraki versus Mahito, and Eggman versus Bowser. The animation in those is just 2D1. Like there's some other good ones like Goku versus Superman, the third one, or there's some other ones that's pretty hot that's up there. But Moro's animation, man, I'm just a sucker for it, bro. He's just too good. He's too good at what he does. But otherwise, that'll be all we have for today's video. If y'all like what y'all watching today, please be sure to like the video, comment, subscribe for more content. Otherwise, this has been Amanda Lean. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.